My name's Ron Osborne. I'm a screenwriter. I want you to make a pact with the reader that they are holding the most compelling original script that they're going to put down at the risk of missing the ride of a lifetime. No one wants to read your script. Why? It's nothing personal. No one wants to read my script. I have to make them. You should be able to tell something about a person by the way he or she makes a tuna sandwich. Hollywood is a town run by fear. Fear of losing your job, of having a flop. Hence, it is so much easier for someone to say no than to say yes. You can then reduce all effective storytelling to 6 words. Define the need, create the obstacle. Protagonist does not have to be likable as long as he or she is compelling. Conflict is the basis for all narrative. In fact, without it, you don't have a narrative. Imagination is more important than knowledge. I've always said the 2 most powerful words to a writer are what if. You're not looking for a story, you're looking for a springboard to a story. The start point, first act break, midpoint, second act break, end, theme. I never start without knowing all of those things. Knowing this much is huge. For someone reading 10 scripts in a weekend, those 10 pages of yours might be all they read. Ergo, above all else, hone those first 10 pages to make them as great as possible to make sure they keep reading. When I first understood theme and how to properly apply it to my work, it was an epiphany on the level of discovering the value of 3-act structure. You should discover a theme. And when you do, it becomes a compass that will always point you true north. The theme is invariably what your film is about emotionally. Do you know what makes a movie work? Moments. Give an audience a half a dozen moments they can remember, and they'll leave the theater happy. Image size controls emotional impact on the viewer. What is drama but life with the dull bits cut out? The dialogue is the hardest thing to teach, as well as for all of us to learn. Dialogue is informed by the definition and establishment of character. Every good scene from that point on works on 2 levels. The first is the literal text, and the other is the subtext. Don't be afraid of silence, awkward pauses between characters. It can often be more powerful than any line you could give him or her. One of the biggest mistakes writers make is to stop the forward motion of a story by simply using a scene to spill a lot of information. Maybe examine this from other points of view, just as an experiment, and see what happens. Comedy resists becoming easier the most. The more serious the subject matter, the more potential for comedy. If I didn't consider what I was doing to be writing a script full of very funny lines, but if I thought of it as writing a script full of straight lines from a very funny character, all writing is rewriting. Don't be afraid to suck. It can paralyze you with fear. You have to know the rules so you can bend them and break them where they need to be broken. You've got to do better than what you see. You now know everything I do about this craft.